You're muted, Faiyad.
Bro,
Faiyad, you're muted,
how you gonna tell me I'm muted after the whole intro, bro?
bro. Bro, how am I supposed to know what you're saying, man?
That's facts, bro. Jazakallah khair.
Well,
But
yeah.
assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the realest podcast in the dunya. You're joined with Faiyad, you're joined with Rami and Gardener. How you doing, bro?
God, I don't know, bro. Can y'all see me good, or is the
Yeah.
exposure is too much out here, right?
It's good. It's good,
Fine, bro. It's fine.
mashallah. Your
Alhamdulillah.
hat's absorbing it all.
MashaAllah. Guys, 100 viewers already in the live stream. Smash that like button. Jazakallah khair to everyone that tuned in. Anha, bro. How's it going, man?
Alhamdulillah, bro.
Bro, how you feel being outside right now?
It's good.
Feels good, bro.
I have nowhere to set up, so here I am.
I'm envious, bro, but I say that like with mashallah, you know? I'd rather be outside.
Why?
Why?
What's
Because,
it
bro,
like over
I'm
there?
inside, bro. Listen, my man's outside, no lights, no mic. Look at that setup, bro. I'm here with like 3 lights, bro. It still doesn't measure up. Alhamdulillah.
I mean, it's not the best though. I'm overexposed, as you can tell.
I mean, nah. Honestly, bro, your hat is absorbing a lot of it, so it's fine. As Rami said. Rami, how about you? How you doing?
Alhamdulillah, man. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good. I got my Tim Hortons coffee, no sponsorship, and I'm feeling good. Alhamdulillah. How about you, man?
Alhamdulillah. Good, bro. Good. Alhamdulillah. Another day, another opportunity to come closer to Allah. And I say we go right into some of these questions, bro.
All right, Bismillah. I forgot we're doing a Q&A today.
Yeah, bro. It's been a while, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
Jazakallah khair, may Allah bless you. Another question, but mashallah.
Wa alaikum assalam. Sharif, your YouTube member, mashallah. Wa alaikum assalam. Sharif writes, I have a bunch of questions, bro. Throw them out our way. Today's the day.
Inshallah.
Can't wait to watch this stream. Bro, I can't wait either. Unchained Koala writes, spilling the tea about what exactly? Whatever you guys like. Within reason, obviously. You can't ask like some like hella personal questions, you know? Anhil got a very thick hijab, bro. He doesn't like to let too many people in. Yusuf writes, I like green tea. Okay, mashallah, get that ginseng. Okay, let's see. I gotta start with the questions. Any questions? We're gonna go right at it. Okay, Rami, we got a troll question. What do you say today is gonna be about troll questions? Should we address any? Should we not?
It depends on the question. Let me. Where is it? Who
It's
asked
the one
it?
from my channel. 12:06 p.m.
Oh, 6 p.m. Oh, that's a while ago. Let me see. It's okay. I can't find it. Let's just ignore it for now.
Okay, khalas.
Oh, my channel. I see. Honestly, I don't think that's a troll question, to be honest. I know
Right.
like his profile picture is like a laughing emoji or a mustache emoji, but I don't think that's a troll question. Some people actually ask that.
Let's go with it. You can read it out and address it. While I address it, I'll put up the other comments.
All right. So why are Muslims so humiliated and oppressed everywhere? So a lot of people ask this question, like, if Muslims are upon the right religion, Islam is right, then how come Muslims are being, tortured, humiliated, and so on and so forth everywhere? It kind of, if assuming that this is what he's asking, that kind of is a fallacious way of thinking that, actually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says in the Quran that, do you think you're going to be left alone, saying that you believe and you will not be tested? He says we'll test them with loss of life and hunger and so on and so forth. He also says that he'll, for example, he'll give people provisions and that's a test. He'll take provisions and that's a test. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowing the Muslims to be, tested or to be murdered and so martyred and so on and so forth, even if it's all over the world, is actually one of the signs of the Prophet he said that basically corruption would be all over the earth. Which means Muslims doing it to other Muslims, non-Muslims doing it to Muslims, some Muslims doing it to non-Muslims. That's everyone's oppressed everywhere, even in the West, in one form or another. We're oppressed in different ways. Telling people they can do whatever the hell they want is a form of them ending up oppressing themselves. And well, that's another topic, but hope that helps, inshallah.
MashaAllah. And Anhel, just in case you didn't get the message on text, StreamYard's a little buggy with the audio, so let's all keep ourselves unmuted today. And then when you speak, we can just unmute it And then when it,
Bro, do you terribly mind doing that for me? Because if not, I'm just gonna be like
oh, bro,
this.
in that case, I got you. Just when I can sense you're gonna speak, I'll just unmute you then. Okay, Bismillah. Quickly. All right, there we go. All right, so next question. Kazi writes, when will Faiyad upload a new travel vlog? Bro, wonderful question. It's been a while. I've been to Africa about, I'll be honest with you guys, it's probably been like 5-6 months. And I keep saying I want to get around to editing that vlog, but I don't. But inshallah, you guys have my word because I've been getting too many of these. Inshallah, within a month, you guys will see it on my channel, inshallah. And make sure you guys subscribe to our channels too. You can click on our profile on our channel page. Click on channels. You'll see Rami's channel. Rami's trying to revamp his channel, inshallah. Click on my channel. You got Anho's channel too, self improvement. Bismillah. Next question is are supplements necessary to gain muscle? My take on this before Anho jumps in is no. Okay, unless you have some type of like a nutritional deficiency or anything like that, consider those vitamins and minerals maybe. Even then, try to get it from like actual food sources. They're more like, bioavailable, more absorbable. If you want to get whey protein because you cannot hit your protein intake every day, that's the only thing I'll mention. But you really don't need a lot of other stuff. I'm not pro creatine or pre workout or anything, but Anna, what do you think?
It's convenience. Like you said, bro. Like we don't need it, but it's convenient. So like if someone, let's say Rami's over here for breakfast, he has 3 eggs with a little bowl of oatmeal. Let's say for like lunch, his family cooks up, I don't know, maybe there's some like rice and chicken, some bland rice and chicken. And then let's say for dinner, his family cooks up some, they don't cook up anything. They just order some pizza. Right? At this point, if you're calculating the macros, protein wise, this man probably is getting like less than 100, maybe 100 grams. So at that point, he would add like 2 scoops of protein and that's it, khalas. So he wouldn't have to like basically make it harder on himself, saying, no, I need to have chicken or I need to have meat or something for dinner or oh for breakfast I need to have so and so protein. Like it's just convenience, bro. That's it. Same with the
Mm,
vitamins, minerals, and creatine as well, because you know creatine you get that from red meat. So if you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
eating enough red meat, then you might as well just supplement with creatine.
MashaAllah. Barakallah fikum, bro. All right, next question. Wait, y'all streaming again? Nice. We never stop streaming, alhamdulillah. We're gonna keep streaming 1 to 2 times a week for now until we can raise it up. We got the first super chat. Before I go to that, I want to address this question. I'll give my layman take, and then I want Rami to fill in anything that I might have missed on this. So heard this question in a video. Want to know your thoughts? Why aren't there female prophets? So to be a prophet, you have to be a leader. You have to be someone that comes in a time where there is political norms, sociological norms, economic norms, jurisprudential norms, and you kind of have to convey divine revelation. Now, men by nature, there's studies to prove this, are better at confrontation, at challenging norms, being more disagreeable than women by nature. So this is one thing why I believe. Another reason is as a leader, as an imam, you gotta lead prayer. So women, because of their menses, 1/4 of the month, and this is not a deficiency or a flaw within them, it's just something that Allah has made them that way. And it's kind of beautiful because they can have kids that way and we can't. But because of that, they can't lead prayer, period, right? Because they're gonna have their period once a month. And because of that, how can it be, a prophet and someone like that? Rami, anything else that I might have missed, you can feel free to jump in.
Just general, like this is just how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us. Yani, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the men to be prophets and to fulfill the roles, and He didn't create women to do that. Some scholars, it's a minority opinion, but some scholars say that there were female prophets, like Maryam alayhi salam. Some say that she might have been a prophet, but the majority opinion is that women are not prophets, and it's not because we're anti-feminism. Well, we are nowadays, but not that we're against equality or equal opportunity or whatever. It's just that yani, think about if a woman were to get pregnant or something, how is she supposed to be a prophet when she's pregnant? That would be difficult. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He created men with the capabilities, like Faiyad was saying, to go out and give dawah and stuff. and it's just not as a woman would not be as capable of doing the job. So why would we give the job to someone who's less capable, right? It wouldn't make sense. But at the end of the day, that's just what Allah willed, and it's not a problem unless you're like an angry feminist, to be completely honest.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. And you said that we don't have female prophets not because we're anti-feminism. Just to clarify this to everyone, we're still anti-feminism, but
Nowadays.
he's saying that it's not the reason because of that we don't have female prophets.
Yeah.
Anha has a nur in his face, maybe the sunlight, mashallah. Rami, what do you think about this? And we'll try to tackle every question a little bit quicker, because we got a lot. And writes, what do you do when your iman is low?
Iman linguistically doesn't mean faith. Iman linguistically means the acceptance of a fact, right? So if you want to have higher iman, you need to learn more about the Quran, Allah, Islam. You will literally increase your iman. You will accept more facts. If it is an issue of doubts, you don't know if you actually believe in these things that you're reading, then you have to deal with it intellectually. If it's not an intellectual problem, it's an emotional one, then you have to deal with that as well. Would go to a teacher or a scholar or someone, or maybe just hit us up, and whatever the problem is, inshallah, we'll deal with it.
Inshallah. Mokhtar writes, are you all reverted?
Technically.
But no, in the popular sense of the term, me and Rami are born Muslims. Brother Anha over here on the right, he is a revert, mashallah. Seba writes, Rami, what's your favorite Tim's drink?
The ice cap for sure, but coffee for when I need just a normal caffeine boost.
Mashallah. Sharif writes, Anho, shout out, been watching you since the deep voice videos. I'm happy to see you reverted, mashallah. But for semen retention, what's the ideal time frame I should be doing it, and do nocturnal emissions cancel it?
I was about to say something in French, but it all depends, bro. It all depends on like how long you can last before you have this thing at night that you have mentioned in the comment. So if it happens like every few days, then I mean, khalas, like it's the whole practice in and of itself, what you just mentioned, is being reset every time that you have this experience at nighttime. It's all right, it's out of your control, but the practice in and of itself of like retaining, you think about it, you just released at night, so you have to reset. But some people might last a few days, some people might last a few weeks, a few months. The goal is just to focus on the other things that are most important. And if you're really finding a difficult time to fight the urges, I mean, the Prophet ﷺ, he prescribed us fasting, bro. He prescribed us fasting. So you fast, and you fast. And you do so Mondays and Thursdays, but I've heard of people doing fasts of like one day yes, one day no. Some people do fast every single day, and they're just eating after Maghrib time every single day. And that's basically like one meal a day if you really think about it. They're just cutting out the liquids as well during the daytime. So to answer your question, man, it really depends. You just kind of gauge it yourself and really ask yourself, what do you need to be doing in order for you to be married? And then, keep that to yourself. Don't be sharing that with other people. Just keep it to yourself, and then start working towards that while you implement everything that's mentioned for the practice. And then once you get married, you're not really playing that game too much.
MashaAllah. Bro, I'm gonna give that hoop finesse comment, Anhel giving a khutbah over here. But no, straight up guys, like that comment, because Anhel's giving that undivided attention. We're about 10 to 15 minutes behind on the comments. I'm still at like 12:10. So I don't know if
got you. I'll speed up next time.
We good. I might skip through some of them, guys. As mentioned before here, send a super chat. It'll come right above everyone else's comment, and I will be able to address it before everyone else. Muawid writes, do you guys think Don will revert, or is he just another polemist who has no intention of actually seeking truth? Rami, what do you think?
Allahu Alam, no one really knows. I think right now, like we talked about before, he's kind of, hurt by what happened. He felt like he got ambushed and that stuff, so he went on like an emotional, downfall. Allahu Alam, maybe one day his heart will open up, he'll accept the truth of Islam. But for now, let's just leave him alone. Inshallah, slightly, maybe give dawah here and there, but Allahu Alam. How old are you guys? I'm 22. I forgot how old these guys are. How old are you guys?
I'm 24. Oh no, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You're 28. Yes, alhamdulillah. Okay, next question. Rami.
Oh no. Next
Oh
question.
my god, bro. This is getting too far, bro.
I plead the fifth. Next question.
Who's Muhammad Hijab?
I don't know. More money.
More money, more problems. Okay, next. Wa alaikum assalam. Let me kind of skip through these. Oh, let's address super chat, bro. Yuma World writes, Assalamu alaikum, keep preaching and doing your thing, akhis. Ikhwan, jazakallah khair.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Shukran. May Allah bless you.
Should we plead the fifth on this one too?
It's on an individual basis. I'm married, so yeah, any women stay away.
I'm married. 1 out of 4. Oh no, what about you? No, my bad.
I prefer not to answer these questions.
It's a little too close, eh? My guy wrote 2 times, bro. He really wants to know. Why, you got a wife? Ready?
All I'm gonna say is alhamdulillah. That's it. That's it. Private life is private life.
Exactly. Mustafa writes, how do I make my beard as thick as on house?
It's patience, bro. Patience, and what's it called? The dermal roller and minoxidil. I heard that works. I never did it, but I heard that works.
Okay. What sports do you practice, guys?
Martial arts, but really anything. It could be basketball. It could be football. It could be skateboarding, longboarding, swimming. It is what it is. Anything really.
MashaAllah. I'm just doing bodybuilding right now. That's it. Trying to cut down. Rami, what about you?
Basketball, very rarely since Anha left, to be honest. But if you consider bodybuilding, then yeah, bodybuilding as well. But I'm still working on it. Alhamdulillah. When did Rami get married? Like a month and 5 days ago or something like that.
MashaAllah. Guys, keep us in the du'as. Wa alaikum assalam.
Allah barakatuh.
Ahmed writes, let's say I'm far from getting married, like maybe 7 years. What is your advice for me navigating this world of fitan? This is a legit question, bro.
Boy, you better get on top of what you gotta do. If you got 7 years so you get married, that means you got 7 years where you gotta be putting in that work. And you're saying you have 7 years, but you don't know if you have 7 years. Allah might be saying you only have 1 year left before you get married. You know, like, so you got to be putting in work. And like I said to the previous question, figure out what the hell you got to do to prepare yourself. And then you go from there.
MashaAllah. Brother Liban, shout out to you. May Allah bless you for the super chat. Hassan writes, guys, bring iamLucid to a podcast. Bro, I talk to him frequently and it's going to happen, inshallah. You just got to have some sabr, guys. Come on. He's talking the Netflix show called...
I heard about that.
Is it controversial?
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but from what I heard, yeah, just don't watch it. It's funny, I guess, from what I hear again, but from also what I hear, don't watch it, man.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Brother Lee Benson, the second super chat, Jazakallah khair, may Allah bless you. Do you think Sheikh Uthman ibn Farouk will go back to Sneako's channel again? Sneako was interested in having him back on again with a learned Christian. So basically, guys, what's happened since that live stream is I'm still in touch with Sneako every now and then. You know, we talk every now and then, every few days or so, just to like keep in touch. It's not like we've had a call or anything like that with the Shabab. Definitely nothing like that. And when I talked to him about the actual physical stream that he wanted to do without Don, without anyone else, just with us, with Sheikh, talking about Islam, That's inshallah gonna happen. He's confirmed for that. It's just in the works whenever we can find the time. And again, may Allah bless you all. We're almost at 200 viewers. Please smash that like button if you want to help this push out into the masses, into the public, inshallah. Right now we have a couple super chats, so I'm just gonna quickly address those before going to anything else. Brother Sharif, may Allah bless you, writes how to avoid getting distracted by women. What do you guys think?
Just don't look, bro. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He tells us in the Quran to lower our gaze. That's honestly, especially from my experience, that's the only way. Just do not look. If you see them for a split second, look away. I know it might be a bit extra or whatever in some people's eyes. Who cares? We're here to please Allah. And if you want to, be successful and without any distraction, especially the distraction of women, just look away. That easy.
Oh no, bro. What do you have to say? Oh, it says I can't unmute Anho because he chose to mute himself. Damn.
My bad, bro. I had to get some water, so I had to
Mashallah.
climb up. But how do you stop being distracted by women? Same thing that Rami said, just don't look, bro. It's really hard, I'm not gonna lie, because Allah made us to where as men we're weak and we are creatures of vision. What we see is very powerful. So it's like, look, you're not punished for the first look, but the second look, third look, fourth look, fifth look, and so on. Yeah, you're gonna be held accountable for that. So if you see it, okay, khalas, but look the other way, like stay focused, do what you gotta do.
Huge shout out to brother or sister Blue Tech and Islam for the super chats for supporting us. Rehan writes, how does Faiyad manage to stare at the screen so seriously? I mean, even when he laughs, he becomes serious again in no time. Sister Sadia writes, how important is it for a guy to be financially ready before marriage, and if so, to what extent? Extremely important. This is literally an obligation upon men to be able to provide for his family. However, if a woman wants to pitch in, she wants to give a little bit, she wants to contribute, no one's stopping you, baby girl, more power to you. But it's an obligation to the man to be able to fully provide. And who said this? Rami. Is this just me making it up or what?
To be able to financially provide, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded upon men to provide for the women, to maintain and protect them. But at the same time, I want to answer the second part of the question. To what extent? It depends on the woman. If the woman's not going to be satisfied with a guy who's making minimum wage or whatever, and she just cannot love him because of that, yani, it is what it is. Maybe she shouldn't marry that guy. Maybe that guy shouldn't marry her. But if she's content with not a lot of money and she just loves him for who he is and his character and all that stuff, his deen is his akhlaq, then mashallah. A fiqh question. I can't answer this one. I don't know.
Again,
From what I know, it depends on the
we're not
game.
qualified to give fatwas,
Yeah, you should ask your sheikh. From as far as I know, it depends on the game. But go ask a sheikh.
Maud writes, do you guys have any plans of doing hijrah to a Muslim country?
I was thinking about it recently. I can't say for sure, but I was thinking about it. How about you guys?
Honestly, Allahu alam, bro. I want whatever
Yes.
Allah has in store for me.
Exactly.
It's like the best answer, bro, for a lot of these questions. Brother Sharif writes, advice to become a content creator avoiding evil eye. Ooh, good question. Check out our video we did, our podcast we did with brother Ustad Abu Ibrahim Hussein. We talked about ruqya, evil eye, sihr, jinn, a lot of these things. And in that, one of the questions was, how do you have a business, or how do you become an influencer, or how do you have a social media or YouTube and go to higher social positioning without getting, hasad or ayn left, right, and center. And I recommend you watch that. Very good opportunity right there. Yeah. Goku Black writes, everybody head over to Abu Taymiyyah's channel and hit like button on his new video. May Allah bless Ustad Abu Taymiyyah. We filmed the podcast with him, I think, over a month ago, bro. And we still haven't even dropped it yet. Just got to get around to editing it. Inshallah, you guys should see it in a few weeks. Inshallah. Faiyad, your trip to Bangladesh with brother Dilly Hussain still happening? Inshallah, if Allah has it willed. I know I told brother Dilly that we're gonna touch base probably towards the end of the year or early next year just to confirm if everything's happening. Next, brother Islam, Jazakallah khair for the super chat. Muslims are speaking like non-Muslims. Help, please. What do you guys have to say about that?
Um, I mean, it's a problem in some cases, but it's not always a problem. I mean, non-Muslims might talk in a certain way, and it might actually help in giving dawah that you talk like them. But if you mean in swearing and what they talk about and what they say, which the words that come off your tongue, they could lead you to kufr, right? They could be statements of kufr. We have to be very careful of that. But the answer is always just people have to go learn Islam. They have to study under a teacher who's knowledgeable, who has good manners. And once they learn Islam and they fully adopt Islam in their life, they won't want to talk like non-Muslims. They won't want to act like them. And I think that is the only solution. How about you guys?
I don't even fully understand the context.
Yeah, there's a little bit of context lacking, but I do agree wholeheartedly, more or less, with what brother Rami said.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I'm a
It's kind of
believer.
like,
Yeah,
hold
go
on.
on.
It's kind of like when you have Muslims who don't dress Muslim.
I'm a believer rights. Please go for street out all three. Guys, we've all three of us have done it. The clips that you see right now, we actually filmed it when we were all together a little while ago in a city called Niagara Falls. You might notice that it's in Clifton Hill. And we all did the street dawah. It's just, again, a lot of clips, a lot of editing to do. You guys will get it soon, inshallah.
Inshallah. Your mic sounds a little bit like you're underwater. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
what you
like
said
you're
was
drowning.
yeah, it's still audible. Like we could understand what you were saying, but I don't know. It just sounded a little drowned.
My favorite Nasheed artist is Ahmed Al-Nufais. But he doesn't make Nasheed. He actually recites the Quran.
Yeah, how's the audio right now?
It's good.
Good? Okay, cool. I just gotta keep switching out of it then.
What if you want to get married just for sex? I mean,
Don't get
man,
this
you
video
you're gonna be
demonetized
you're
now,
gonna be
bro.
you're gonna be real disappointed. That's all I'm gonna say. Because it's a relationship, a marriage is way more than just that. That's for sure. Hamza, which Hamza?
I think he's talking about
The
like
YouTuber Hamza, the one we
yeah.
had on the podcast.
Oh no.
Nah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Walaikum assalam.
Bro, just tell her like if somebody were to touch a woman. Sorry, I'm stuttering all over the place because just think about it. Someone were to touch a woman, she's like, "Don't touch me." It's like, boom, you don't touch her ever again. That's the standard, right? So how come we can't just be like, "Oh, I can't touch women. I'm Muslim." Boom, that's the standard. Why does it have to be? Oh, how do I tell her without hurting her feelings and being respectful? And bro, listen, I'm a Muslim. In Islam, we don't touch random women. I can't touch you. Boom. No, you need to touch me. What is that? What she's gonna say? Come on, man. I know you want to be respectful. I think that's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing to want to be respectful. But if anything, if you tell her, "Sorry, I'm a Muslim. I can't touch you. I know it's against your customs, but I'm not a Muslim. Sorry, I'm a Muslim. I can't touch you. Right? I'm not, like you guys." Khalas, what is she gonna say? You're gonna get mad. Then she's being disrespectful.
I'm just trying to pull up this hadith, bro, so I have it right now. But the Prophet ﷺ mentioned that for a nail of iron to be driven in the head of one of you would be better for him than to touch a woman who is not lawful for him, meaning like a non-mahram woman, bro. And this is, it's sahih, bro.
Some people might take that out of context and be like, "Oh well, I mean, if I'm just like giving a handshake or a hug, like it's not that big of a deal." But it all starts with the little things, the little steps.
Yeah, 100.
All right, guys, we got some super chats, so we'll blast through it. Night of Decree became a member, bro. Rami, man, what do you think about that?
MashaAllah. May Allah bless you, bro.
Ameen. Next, brother Islam is clarifying his previous thing. Muslims justifying haram and speaking as if the way of Islam is wrong, talking as if there is no big deal if we adopt certain things. They know why it's haram, but to justify, such as men wearing earrings or gold chains or whatever.
This is a whole other issue. Isn't just people agreeing with non-Muslims. This is people making halal what Allah made haram and making haram what Allah made halal. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about people in the Quran who did that. Vile people who did that. And they will be punished by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for doing so. Because not only are they, themselves justifying haram, they're teaching other people that it's okay. And then everyone else who sins because of you, you're getting that sin as well, potentially. So it's a very, very horrible thing. And people, this is not just a problem of understanding Islam. This is the problem of understanding like aqidah, like basic belief. You have to understand إِنَّ الْحُكْمُ إِلَّا لِلَّهِ, that there's no one who can make legislation except for Allah. And if you come and you're saying justifying this haram and that haram, you're trying to put yourself in position of Allah. Astaghfirullah. Think about that. You're trying to put yourself in the position of Allah. That's probably horribly punishable. So protect yourself, follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger, and don't make yourself, your own God or God of anyone else. Astaghfirullah.
Barakallah fikum, bro. That's solid. Vision writes, oh, this is a wonderful question, man. May Allah bless you for the super chat. And I really like this question. So, what were the challenges to your social circles when you became vocal about Islam and dropping useless habits? Do you condone cutting people off as such? Is it egotistic, judgmental to do so? Angel sub since 2017. Wa iyakum. Let's start with the first one. What were the challenges to your social circles when you became vocal about Islam and dropping useless habits? So I'll go first. The challenges for social circles, again, alhamdulillah that Allah has given me the ability, and a lot of our brothers and sisters, mashallah, that when they have yaqeen in the deen, that they don't get too much FOMO. Now, this FOMO thing, or fear of missing out, something that plagues a lot of brothers and sisters when they feel like, okay, you know what? I know that I can no longer be going to shisha bars or hookah cafes, or I can no longer be sipping this, eating that, because I know now it's wrong, it's haram, it's impermissible as a Muslim. I still kind of want to do it because everyone's going to do it. I don't want to seem lame. I don't want to seem like a party pooper. I don't want to seem like I'm going to be, kind of like a buzzkill. But the reality is, at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. If you don't want to do it and other people are forcing you to do it, you got to ask yourself, are these people conducive to my self-improvement, to my journey towards Allah, or are these people not? What do you guys think about that?
I agree 100%. Anil, do you have anything you want to add?
I agree. The only thing that I would add is that, you can do your part and like talk to them every now and then, but you're gonna catch on real quick if people are ever going to be receptive to what you're doing and what you're saying. So you know what? If people are just really, really not receptive, then it is what it is. Like you're not making the intention of cutting them off and the effort of cutting them off. You're just continuing with your life. Simple as that.
Facts. So that's kind of the next question. Do you condone cutting people off as such? My personal philosophy is I never cut anyone off. I always leave my door open. If they disrespect you, violate your family or something, that's a different story. But I'm talking about people that you just outgrow in a maybe spiritual or in a self-improvement type of sense. You're letting go of some type of desires that they're still plagued with. You're letting go of haram that they're still plagued with. Maybe you try to, inspire them, lead by example. It's not working. At that point, don't really cut yourself off. Prioritize people that are more similar to you in your inner circle. But still, if these people come to you, they're always going to watch you anyway. Continue being solid and always be here to guide them if they need so.
Yeah. It also depends on who it is. Like if it's a family member, maybe you need to distance yourself, but you can't fully cut them off for the rest of your life. If it's like your mom or your dad, even as non-Muslims, they still have certain rights over you as their child, and you have certain responsibilities you have to fulfill. So if you have to once in a while visit them, give them a present, and try and teach them about Islam a little bit, inshallah, that's something you should do. But if it's a friend, like a group of friends from college or university or something, or from the gym or whatever, and they're all trying to encourage you to drink and smoke and all that stuff, if you don't change them, which you're probably not because they're the majority, they're going to change you. And in that case, you actually have to cut them off because you know it's going to lead you to destruction. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about people in the Quran who put themselves into fitna, and they're punished on the day of judgment for that. They put themselves into fitna. What do you think you're doing when you talk to these people? You're putting yourself into a fitna. Oh, all these people are coming to me telling me, do this, do that. I don't want to have to say no and be the odd one out. That's a fitna in and of itself. And then they lead you to other fitna. So you have to be careful, inshallah. And egotistical, judgmental people, egotistical, I'd say, better to stay away from them. It's not the worst thing to be friends with them, but it depends on who they are and other aspects of their character in their life. I think everyone has a little bit of ego. So one glimpse from someone won't be like, okay, let me cut them off. Judgmental, again, it depends. If they're like a hypocrite, or they're judging every little thing you do and pretending you should be perfect when they're not, okay, cut them off. But if they're judging you here and there, like, listen, you did this, I don't think that was smart. Actually, Anhel, I hope you don't mind if I say this, but he's pretty blunt with what he says a lot of the time. He just kind of sometimes comes down, he just says it. We're not gonna be like, oh, Anhel, you're so judgmental, you hurt my feelings, I'm gonna, screw you, I'm gonna leave. No, it's actually a lot of the time it's very, very good judgment. It's very good advice, mashallah. And I think it's helped me and Faiyad in our lives as well. So don't just cut someone off because they're judgmental. Other factors included, maybe cut them off.
All right. And just a quick reminder, guys, we are wrapping this up in about 10 minutes or so. So if you guys really have an important question, send a super chat. How do you send a super chat? If you have the live chat, there's like a little sign on the bottom right. That's how you send it. That way it comes to the queue. If there's no super chats, then I'll go, reading questions randomly in no order. But we'll go to the next one. So I can't really read that name, bro. My contact lenses are blurry. I'm a little far from the screen, but
Sukiroto.
Yeah.
Sukiroto. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us in the best form, why circumcision? If it's healthier, shouldn't the best form be humans already circumcised naturally?
This is a good question. I think a few people have asked this before, but it depends on what you consider the best. If you're, for example, if the best means the most pragmatically efficient, pragmatic meaning like it works the best. Like, for example, the most pragmatic car would be the best car, the most efficient car, spends the least amount of gas, goes the fastest, all that stuff. But what if the best doesn't exactly mean the most efficient? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he created us and our bodies as a test. Our bodies are something we have to take care of, and that's a test for us as well. So if you have a child you give birth to, that child's someone you have to take care of. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands that you if it's a boy, get them circumcised. You have to do it. That's a test as well. Also, if you read like Ibn Kathir's tafsir on this, he mentions like out of basically all the animals that there are, human beings were created the best out of what exists. Not perfect, without a shadow of doubt, like pristine, but best because we're standing upright. Our limbs were basically beautified, and so on and so forth. We have intellect, we can talk, and so on and so forth. Things like that. So I hope that helps, inshallah.
Bam. Lala Turkadar writes, Barakallah fiq ikhwan. Bro, love what you guys are all doing. I have been looking for a halal podcast forever since being given hidayah. MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And may Allah bless you for watching us.
Allahumma ameen. Allahumma ameen.
And writes, from which Palestinian city Rami is originally from? I wish it is not a personal question.
It's okay. I don't mind. I'm from Tulkarm. That's where my family's from. He's not going to know where that is, by the way.
Favorite halal restaurant in Toronto? Bro, Naan Kebab is a really good restaurant, bro. And this is not a sponsorship, by the way. They're not paying me now. Naan Kebab downtown, they're pretty on point. Got some good Afghan food there.
Yeah, I want to second that. That's great. Gladiator. I don't know if they have in Toronto, but Mississauga, they have Gladiator. It's really good. There's Monasaba, bro. Monasaba's, it's amazing.
Bro, we went there with Gabriel, no?
Yeah,
that was the one. Yeah,
it's amazing.
MashaAllah. Let's see.
Was that the Desi food?
That's the mandi, bro.
Oh,
oof.
Yeah.
Hotari Hanzo writes, pretty taboo topic. Have you guys heard of the hadith about the black banners coming from Khorasan?
I have heard it. Taboo. I don't think it's taboo. I've never heard of that. I think there is a difference of opinion. I think a lot of the hadith are questionable when they like surrounding the Mahdi. There's a few things that like we don't know for sure. But I'm not a scholar, Gnostic scholar. I'm not very educated on this. That's just what I remember hearing from my teacher. I have heard about it. Khorasan is like the Afghanistan kind of area. Um, I know why it's taboo now, bro. I know why it's taboo because like the I can't say the name, the organization, but the people in power there right now. Some people are saying, oh, they're gonna be the people with the black flags that come in. Don't just, bro, just listen. Get your Islam straight, and whatever happens, happens. If you witness it, you witness it. If not, whatever. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is testing us all in our own way. And whether we know it or don't know it, it's not really gonna affect us. It's not really gonna help us, you know?
MashaAllah, that's facts. Brother Imran writes, will y'all ever do video call-in shows sometimes? Not only will we have. We've done it a few months ago. I think we started this bro, we were on this like wave of like live call-in shows, and we did that for like a few weeks. I think like 3 or 4 weeks. And then we kind of stopped doing it for a while. Inshallah, if we can figure out a more appropriate way of doing it, we will. Last time we were a little uneducated technologically, right? Brother Rami is killing it right now with Streamlabs and OBS, but back then we didn't know what we were doing. So I actually posted this StreamYard invite link, and then we only got like 12 people in the waiting room max. We had like 30 people coming in. It was a whole mess. You don't know who's gonna come in, flash what on the screen. You really don't know, you know? So we gotta find the legit way to do it, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay, next, Swap Neil writes, what is the proper way to approach a woman you are interested in for marriage? How would you guys approach and converse about it?
Well, what you're supposed to do is approach her father and go tell her father that you're interested in getting to know his daughter for marriage. A lot of the time, it's a bit like strange to do that, unfortunately, nowadays. So, a lot of from what I've heard from scholars, they say just either give her a note or just indicate to her, go, just tell her straight up that I'm interested in getting to know you for marriage. You know, and try and get her dad involved. If it's still that, like, you know, it's like too strange for them to do it that soon, because a lot of fathers would be like, you know, don't bring a guy to me if it's not serious, and they give issues. Then to have a few conversations and see if it would go somewhere. If there's no like clear cut, like, okay, I want kids, she doesn't want kids, or something like that, and then go to the father. Just try and get him involved ASAP.
No, I agree 100%. And guys, smash that like button. 236 viewers right now. We should have 1,000 likes. You already know the math makes sense. So what are you guys doing? Smash that like button if you want to help it with the algorithm. Sister Bint Jamil writes, how do you make your wali and brothers understand their roles as well? We're in a society where they expect girls to do the homework. I've tried not to talk to men, so I send them to my brothers, but all in vain.
SubhanAllah. You know, honestly, in this case, if they're not willing to understand, if you go and educate them and they don't listen, and you go to a sheikh or a man to go and educate them and they still won't understand, you might just have to make like an imam. I don't want to say make him your wali, yani, because I can't decide that, but you might have to go to an imam, tell him your situation, and say, listen, I want you to be the person I can send any guys who come to me with proposals. I want to send them to you. You can vet them for me. You're an imam. It's your responsibility. Inshallah, hopefully he'll be able to help you. If not, may Allah bless you, make it easy for you. Go see a scholar who knows the fiqh of this, what you should do, because I can't give you that answer, but that's just basically off the top of my head.
Guys, listen.
Bro, take that shit off the screen, man.
No, listen, I thought twice about this, and I'm not putting this on to be funny. Wallahi, Allah as my witness knows that my intention here is genuinely that this person is seeking an answer. Could there have been perhaps other ways of them composing this message in a more Islamically cohesively etiquette way? Yes, but khalas, this is the fact of reality. This is what they wrote. This is what we got to deal with. Again, we're not scholars, but just as a layman, this is something impure. It's najis. It's and look at Anel's face, bro. Like, bro.
Why would you want to do this?
That's another thing. It's because they watch all this fashion online, bro.
Yeah, that's
And
disgusting. Astaghfirullah. Bro, just think about it. Like you're eating somewhere, you're licking somewhere where, oh, bro, come on, man.
it's like a sound fitra should not be intertwined with wanting to do that. You know what I mean? It's just like a corrupted fitra, watching too many adult, films.
Dog, it's not even fitra, bro. It's like anyone in the right mind who would want to eat. Who would I want to say it, but I'm not gonna say because the algorithm.
Yeah.
I know, bro. I'm catching myself here real smoothly. But bro, who in the right mind would want to eat this?
May Allah protect us, bro. I would, again, this is not like a fiqh ruling, but I would categorize this at the same as I would say having intimacy with your wife during that time of the month. It's just impure, it's just dirty, Except this might be worse, bro. I don't know, because I don't know, man. Because at the end of the day, intimacy with your wife is permissible in some times, and then it's impermissible in that time of the month. But there's still times where it's permissible. Whereas this, I don't think there's any time where it's permissible, bro. This is like red flag zone, bro.
Bro, I once had this
You want to say it for off camera?
may Allah forgive me if I say anything out of place here, but I won't say anything that's like gonna trigger the algorithm or anything. But I had this one guy tell me, and this is when I wasn't Muslim, by the way. He asked me if I did this act, and I told him, no, of course not, bro. It's disgusting. It's filth. Why would anyone in their right mind do this? And he was like, oh, bro, like after I did this with my woman, after they were at the club dancing, sweating, bro. I remember after he said that, I just looked at him. And I was like, bro, there's a special place in hell for people like you, bro. That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
All right, moving on.
Moving
Hopefully
on,
more
moving on, bro.
Yeah, just move on, bro. It's disgusting.
Oh, bro. We're going in order, Rami. Brother Sharif writes, how to build a 6-figure income. Y'all rich Montreal? We ain't in Montreal, and we far from rich,
we
bro.
ain't rich. Yeah,
We ain't rich
bro.
at all. May Allah make us as you
Not
see
yet,
us.
inshallah.
I mean,
Yeah, but again, we will quickly. We made an episode a few weeks ago about how to get rich quick, something like that, some clickbaity title. You know how we are, shamelessly clickbaity. But aside from that, I would say right now, watch some of Brother Iman Gadji's videos. It is not a good opportunity right now in the economy to do a lot of things. Right, we're at a little bit of a dip right now because of inflation. This is not financial advice before anyone gives us a strike. But I recommend you guys to start worrying about cash flow, find ways to secure cash flow right now. And within the next 1 to 2 years, the recession will be at the worst. That's when you want to kind of go in and get assets. That's going to be your game plan. Crypto, land, real estate, everything like that. For now, just secure on getting cash flow. This could be starting up businesses. This could be starting up passive income streams. Again, a lot of controversy right now. Passive income in the modern sense doesn't really exist because you still need to do some work. But yeah, just worry about something like that. And if you want to do a 9 to 5, cool, but definitely start some side hustles too. A lot of opportunities to make money, inshallah, online. Next, we got one from Anthony. Anthony writes, when can I have a hug?
inshallah, as soon as I see you, man.
As soon as we see you, bro.
You can't see me right now. Inshallah, as soon as I see you, man.
Anthony,
Inshallah.
bro, let us know in the comments right now how your journey to Islam is going. MashaAllah, tabarakallah, may Allah bless Brother Anthony. He accepted Islam a few, I would say, months ago. And then he got on our show too, just to kind of convey his message. I think it was one of the call-in shows. But again, may Allah bless you. And I believe one of the biggest influences for you, aside from obviously Allah having, giving hidayah, was Sheikh Uthman ibn Farouk, may Allah bless him. I saw Anthony on the One Message Foundation channel. That's when he got on the channel. They talked about Christianity, they talked about Islam, and then I believe he became a Muslim soon after, inshallah.
MashaAllah. Bro, you know what I got in my mind now?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that one song back in the day? I think it was like "Gotta Eat the Booty Like Groceries" or something like that. Yeah, astaghfirullah,
bro.
This
I
is on my
swear,
mind after
bro.
that.
I was just gonna say, I swear, bro. A lot of these songs from like back in Jahiliyyah, obviously, because we don't listen to music now, but back in Jahiliyyah, all these songs, like they would actually normalize things that are not natural, bro. And they would actually talk about these things in a way where it's like wow, like all these rappers are really like aspiring for this, you know? This is like amazing, you know? Like a lot of these songs, for example, there were some 2 Chainz songs, Gucci Mane, Migos, a lot of them would say, basically, I'm not gonna give the lyrics now, but they would talk about a girl who would be very physically attractive, and they're like, "Yo, you're so physically attractive, the whole world should see that, and I want to show you off." Bro, what the hell is that?
The youth.
Nasty. That's facts. A writes, and by the way, guys, we have 2 minutes left. So any last minute questions, please send it our way. Inshallah, we will be doing more live streams, mainly in our second channel. All right, links in the description for our second channel. It's called the Three Muslims Clips for now, but we're gonna rename it, revamp it, and everything. We did get a super chat just now, so please send your last minute super chats right now. We will address all of them, and inshallah, until next time. Brother A writes, is it haram to kiss your wife? And guys, please get the likes up, smash that like button. Rami, what do you think?
No, it's not haram to kiss your wife. You should kiss your wife. Tell her you love her as well, make her feel womanly and happy, inshallah. Please your wife. The Prophet ﷺ said, be good to your women, so be good to her, inshallah. There's one more super chat, bro, from Faiyad. I do want to talk about it.
Let's do it, bro.
All right,
just gonna one sec. There's one from a YouTube member. I don't want to forget this. Just bear with us, guys. 1 second. Night of decree. Oh, it's just a mashallah. Allah Akbar. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
All right. So, Brother Fahad Malik writes, brothers, I have chosen to leave Islam a couple months back. I am looking for true purpose in life, and I wanted to know what are things people can do to find meaning outside of practicing Islam. I've left most of social media.
All right. So, I want to give you the tough truth. If you don't believe in God, right? Let's just say that generally. If you're not a Muslim, right? If you don't believe in God, you can never have objective purpose. You can never. Because atheism leads to moral nihilism, which is there's no morality, there's no good or bad, there's no objective truth, there's nothing basically. And when I die, I'll be nothing as well. And there's nothing afterwards. You cannot have an objectively purposeful life after that. So I'm sorry, you're heading down to nothingness. You're going to end up very depressed if you go down this path. Hit me up, inshallah. Hit up the Three Muslims. Hit me up on my private Instagram even. Let's just talk about Islam. Let's talk about purpose. Let's talk about why we've been put on this earth. I think it's amazing that you left social media, so maybe you should send me or us an email instead. But you're not going to find purpose outside of God and religion. It might be making money. That's going to make you depressed. It might be getting women. That's going to make you depressed. And there's nothing on the face of the earth that will make you happy and content, because that's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us. Message us, inshallah. Let's get on a call. Let's have a conversation.
Alhamdulillah. And guys, we make time for these things. This is not something like new or anything like that. Basically a few days ago, me and brother Rami, I don't say this to boast, but we literally had a call with a brother, not gonna mention any names, and he left Islam, you know? And we tried to answer his questions. He asked us questions, we answered it. And so this is something we do. We offer this. This is not something we're going to shy away from. And I do want to say that, you know, a lot of the times when brothers and sisters unfortunately leave Islam, it really boils down to 2 things. Number one, it's either extreme miseducation or misinformation. So they look at videos like scientific errors in the Quran or logical contradictions about Islam. And these are clowns on YouTube, the YouTubers that make these videos, by the way. They use different translations of the Quran. They use things that are out of context, and they need to make money, obviously. So they need this market to exist. So they're going to keep making these videos to keep misinforming the youth. And people that don't know any better, they're going to look at a video being like, oh, wow, there's scientific errors in the Quran, without knowing the proper translation and context and the meaning of words linguistically. They're going to be like, wow, I didn't even know this. And it's kind of like a paradigm shift, you know? So that's number one. And number two, they want to live life in a guilt-free manner. And there's God level accountability. They don't want that, bro, because it's too much easier or blue pill to be like, you know what? There is no God, therefore I can do X, Y, Z. Astaghfirullah. But that's why we don't really think it's an informed decision and it's not rational. So please reach out to us. Our Instagram is the Three Muslims. Just like you see our name right here, add an @ in front of it. That's for Instagram. Our email is going to be the same name you see, the Three Muslims @gmail.com. TikTok too, but please reach out on Instagram. That's the best way to find us. And yeah, anything you guys want to say? We got one more super chat.
Absolutely, we'll stay in touch. Thank you, brother. Just to be clear, I still believe in Allah. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Inshallah, that's great, brother. May Allah bless you and bring you back to Islam. Hit us up, inshallah. Let's get on that conversation. And unfortunately, we do have to end it now. So don't send any more super chats. We can't read anymore. But Jazakallah khair for everyone who sent the super chats, who asked a question, who, contributed to the live stream. May Allah bless you all immensely. It's just as important that you guys are here, that it is that we're here. Alhamdulillah. From Allah, we come, to Him we will return. Do you guys want to add anything before we end off?
Yeah, so I just wanted to give a quick thing, bro. I know we got to do another recording right now. Guys, stay tuned for Thursday. You got a raw episode coming this Thursday, inshallah. Hashtag Andrew Tate, if you want a little teaser what it's going to be about. But I know Rami and Anna are confused right now. I know we'll explain after the stream. But quickly, I want to give a little bit of a nasiha, inshallah, to our brothers and sisters that are tuning in. If you see someone struggling with Islam, just like this brother, I saw a little, sus comment or two here. Listen, we don't come here with hate. We don't come at these brothers and sisters vilifying them. The reality is a lot of them have left because of the way Muslims have treated them, bro. It's not about Islam, but it's their experience with Muslims a lot of the time, not every time. And because of this, it's absolutely imperative that we have the most adab in terms of etiquette, manners, respect, not in terms of accepting their worldview, but empathy and sympathy and emotional intelligence and understanding that, okay, maybe they're struggling with something right now. It's not too far-fetched to understand why they would be struggling with this in modernism, all these isms going on today, all this programming and brainwashing. And because of this, it's absolutely crucial that we keep this mind and we understand, okay, it's actually a blessing that Allah has guided us in the first place. Let's not take this for granted. Let's not act like, wow, I'm amazing, therefore I'm Muslim. No, it's the mercy of Allah that has decided to guide you. And because of this, let's have a little bit of mercy for our brothers and sisters, a little bit of empathy, and truly lead by example so that you bring them closer to Allah and not farther.
All right. Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you all. And with that being said, Allahumma atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina adhab an-nar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.